Alright, all you season-changing Cavaliers of Madness out there, welcome back to Under the Radar. And now it's time for us to see who in the world is gonna end up having a safe trip and a nice fall into a hospital bed for another edition of the Wild World of Stunts. And the first stunt that we have up comes from none other than Pat at Pixelfoot Games with his said stunt and screenshot from the video game Dark Data. And in this said stunt, which features Pat, who's probably behind the wheel of the car, that's why it's so professional, going through a loop, testing this said loop to the fullest by not only using his rocket engine on his special hover car to just zip down the road while drifting at the same time to complete the loop, then go for a Pt.1 like power slide to point head right back through that same loop, only to almost rocket propel himself off the edge of the cliff, like what we like to call around here the razor's edge, only for him to save himself with mere seconds and skill alone to land on his non-hover wheels like what, Maestro?
Like a glove!
For him to just successfully race the rest of the way back to the starting area for this incredible loop-like stunt. And apparently the PR department, along with the Maestros, giving this stunt a perfect 10. And so am I, especially seeing the fact that he was only a mere 3 inches or 3 millimeters away from that building and almost hitting it. Yeah, very impressive, man. Very impressive. And the next stunt that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Skatebird with their said stunt, Skatebird. And from the game, Skatebird. So it's all a theme here, folks. And in this said stunt, the bird that is strangely called Steve decided to get on his miniature eraser-sized skateboard and pull off a cool 540 spin, only for him to land on the ramp, fall off when his partner Mike told him he saw a putty cat around the corner, for him to say, "Oh no!" fall off, do a 360 while flapping his wings to safely land on the ground on all 4 wheels, like what, Maestro?
Like a glove!
And for him to just stare around, looking around for the cat where it was nowhere to be found. Now, we know, folks, that Mike is a little bit of a jerk for pulling this little April Fool's joke a little bit early on Steve here, but at the same time, allowed him to do a pretty cool trick while this all went down. And the Maestro and the PR department is giving this stunt an 11, seeing the fact that this is a bird that was able to pull this off, all while wearing an Indiana Jones hat. Nice. Nice. And the next stunt that we have up comes from the stunner Pingay 110489 with his stunt 9 Lives. And in this said stunt, and the guy who is operating the grenade launcher in rush hour traffic, whose name is Felipe, decided to try to take on a car along the lines of an Exemplar 28S. And the reason why it's a 28S, folks, is because of the white paint and the Wingo doors that it had. Or is it Wingo? Is it Wingo or Wingo? According to the Maestro, it's Wingo doors that are on this car, folks, and would decide to take out his grenade launcher and take out the car before it could take him out, causing car parts to fly all over the place, and doing something that reminded me of the movie that Vin Diesel was in, standing in the midst of the fire, only for all the explosion to just avoid him at all angles. Even the door that flew to the right of him missed him, street light that was above him missed him, and just stood there while all this chaos was going on around him, proving that he really does have 9 lives, like a cat or like that guy who was in that story from Tales from the Crypt. And Maestro doesn't know what I'm talking about with that story, but don't worry, we'll show you after the show. And this stunt absolute 10 and a masterpiece, and the person who was in that car only suffered 2-degree burns, according to the doctors. So everybody won, except for the person in that car. Ugh. And the next stunt that we have up comes from Sec_Sec with his stunt, E-I-E-I-E-I. Now, I'm not sure if he was trying to go for Old McDonald for this one, but I got a feeling the O of this E-I-E-I happened just right at the end of this stunt, folks, because this guy, who was just traveling through rush hour traffic right in between all the cars that was going through, would run a red light, do a wheelie his way onto the roof of a house, skip off the side of a telephone pole, only to land on his wheels in a I can't believe it's not butter, mamma mia, like Mario way that we can only say,
like a glove,
for him to just drive off like nothing happened. Now, I'm not sure what sort of pinball game he played as a child to pull this stunt off, but the maestro in the PR department once again is giving this stunt a 10. And so am I. And the last but not least stunt that we have up for this week comes from the stuntress, Lady Duchess, nice name by the way, who came out with the stunt that is called Project 15. And in this said stunt, folks, that I got a feeling went wrong in a hurry, would feature Lady Duchess trying to make her way up the stairs by the Los Santos International Airport, only for her to take the giant ramp of doom that's by that said airport, and would try to pull off a wonderful moonsault, only for her trick to go wrong right when she hit the ramp. Because she would hit that Mini Cooper that's on the top of that ramp that everybody avoids all the time, only for her to do a double front flip, almost hit an old lady, and land directly on her neck from almost 130 feet up with no parachute, and just got up like nothing happened. Now, according to the doctors, yeah, apparently she has a broken neck and was still able to get up and walk to the hospital, which shows you how courageous she is. And to make things even better, folks, she did this all without a helmet, which makes me believe that she is the cheerleader from the TV show Heroes, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to survive that said crazy stunt. And when Maestro said that the girl almost hit grandma on the side of the street, he would scream, "Not grandma!" Which had us laughing for a good 5 minutes prior to the show, but in reality, it's not funny, Maestro. It's not funny in the least bit. And if you guys want to check out any other crazy stunts of people trying to get themselves maimed for unnecessary fame, or even submit one of your own, you can head on over to the socialclub.rockstargames page, only known as socialclub.rockstargames.com, and just click on that video page to check out a couple of these crazy stunners who's been waiting all summer to fall directly into the record books or into a hospital bed that'll keep them company most likely for another 9 months until next summer. Who knows? And with that said, folks, we might as well head back into this music, and when we return, we'll be back with another edition of the GTA Online Top 5 Tracks of the Week right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.